Have you made a lot of money out of your music?
Money. I mean, how much is a lot of money to you?
Yeah, that's a good question. Have you made, say, millions of dollars?
No.
Are you a rich man?
When you mean rich, what you mean?
Do you have a lot of possessions? A lot of money in the bank?
Position make you rich? I don't have that type of richness. My richness is life forever.
And I'm feeling
Today, the New York Times, one of the Western world's most trusted news outlets, has 41.3 million followers on Twitter, while reality TV stars and social influencers Kim Kardashian and Kylie Jenner have a combined 83 million. Is it surprising then that a tweet posted in February by Jenner consisting of less than 280 characters cost Snapchat $1 billion of value in a day? This story raises larger questions of what is the distinction between entertaining and relevant media, how have those two things begun to converge, and what are the effects of this on society, consumers, and in turn, content creators. During the conception of the internet, the initial perception was that a technological revolution and the birth of new media would allow us to tailor our media experiences to our greatest liking. And yes, in many ways it has, but over time more and more of what we chose to experience is generated by a small number of massive entertaining content creators. To understand why this happens, it helps to consider one's perspective of the internet. Perhaps the greatest power of the internet, made possible by search engines like Google and Baidu in particular, is not the ability to locate information, but rather to filter it. It's important to remember that Google is actually an advertising platform based around a search engine. It is Google's responsibility to advertisers then to filter searches and determine what will sell ads most effectively. And most of the time, what filters through is what is most popular or what Google perceives we will be most interested in. Which means that, to an extent, search engines are curating our experience of the internet for us. It's obvious then that our powerful search engines are more like an entertainment highway rather than the promised information superhighway. The best way to illustrate this migration of people to anything that is entertaining is to look at past internet trends. Ice Bucket Challenge, dabbing, the whip, cinnamon challenge, fidget spinners, Tide Pods, and the list goes on. As entertainment continues to dominate over what is important or relevant and the divide between what was old and new media is eradicated, who will the influential and therefore privileged voices in media be? Currently, there are no rules of conduct, no preconditions or demands for logic and consistency in media producers, and so who gets this privilege? What makes them qualified, and are we concerned at all about the repercussions of their actions? One repercussion we're witnessing today is the spreading of illegitimate news and information. False rumors and conspiracy theories alike are as old as human societies, but the speed, reach, and filtering power of the internet has caused them to spread like wildfire throughout networked societies. We can now all find some shred of information to rationalize or even manufacture our own misguided suspicions or prior convictions. There is certainly an argument to be made that the internet is self-regulating simply because people won't follow those who are immoral, unjust, or evil. For instance, the ridicule Logan Paul received after showing a suicide victim in one of his YouTube videos. The issue, however, is that the scandal made him more popular than ever, he experienced no decline in the growth of his online following, and it turned him into a household name. Yes, as consumers, it is important to continue evaluating and scrutinizing the internet. However, are these issues online drawing our attention away from media that is actually important? For instance, did you know that 40,000 people died last year in the ongoing Syrian civil war? How about did you know that Kylie Jenner had a baby in 2018? What we choose to value as consumers in the future will determine to who and to what kind of media we allot privilege. And if the present is any indication of the future, what is entertaining will soon be the dominant source of information in our lives. Are we content with the entertaining people we are placing in positions of influence in our society? I'm not sure I am.